Hello and welcome back to my channel. Clearly this is not Chanel. It's Mugler by Casey Cadwallader. Tonight we are going to the Hammer Museum Gala where they are honoring my dear friend Chase Strangio. I've known Chase for many years and we've been involved in so much advocacy for the transgender community. Chase is a lawyer for the ACLU and he's been in the forefront of some of the most important court cases for LGBTQ and trans rights in the nation's history, and we're honoring Chase tonight at the Hammer Museum. So I'm really honored and excited and just humbled that I get to celebrate my friend. Alrighty, I guess we can go.
Now, Chase, as you know, is Deputy Director of Transgender Justice with the ACLU's LGBT and HIV project, and I have called him, quote, truly the most important legal mind when it comes to trans issues in the United States, unquote. Laverne Cox has proclaimed it, and so it shall be. Chase writes, in part, and I quote, there is no single biological trait that equates to one's biological sex. We have sex characteristics and they do not neatly align as all typically male or all typically female in every person. In recent years, the notion that one has a true or easily verifiable biological sex has been weaponized in law and public discourse to suggest that trans people are not real or should be subject to exclusion and discrimination. But there is no fixed definition of biological sex. That is because the definition of biological sex deployed is deeply contingent on the social and political outcomes one wants to achieve. It is a slippery concept that changes from birth certificate to genitals to chromosomes to assigned sex at birth. The point is not that we have no biological characteristics, but rather that how we sort them and assign meaning to them is a political choice, unquote. When I interviewed Chase for my podcast, The Laverne Cox Show, available wherever you get podcasts, one of the most illuminating moments was when Chase reminded me that the phrase biological sex appeared in the law in the United States of America for the very first time in just 2016, with North Carolina's infamous HB2, also known as the Bathroom Bill. The introduction of the concept of biological sex as a term of law was introduced explicitly to exclude trans people. Again, to quote Chase, the point is not that we have no biological characteristics, but rather that how we sort them and assign meaning to them is a political choice. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to present to you Chase Strangio.
My favorite poem is the poem from W.H. Auden, September 1st, 1939. And my favorite part of the poem is this. All I have is a voice to undo the folded line. The romantic lie in the brain of the sensual man in the street, and the lie of authority, whose buildings broke the sky. There is no such thing as the state, and no one exists alone. Hunger allows no choice to the citizen or the police. We must love one another or die. Thank you to the Hammer Museum, to Laverne, and to all of you for sharing tonight with me. Thank you so much.